There we go. Now we're good. Alrighty, now I should be able to switch over. There we go. Alright, we got GP on the left and Vyrx on the right. So... well, you were definitely live when I checked it just now. It's definitely not your fault. My computer's just being picky, I guess. I will just blame technology. I can blame you for racing later. It's okay. Anyways, both races look like they're about ready. GPA, once he gets the seat in, we should be good to go. Alright, countdown starting. Good luck to both GPA and Vyrx. We'll see what the seed's going to dump out this time. It's a lot of double numbers in that seed. We're just so close. We're one number off there. Alright, and off we go. Alright, going different ways on 1-1 right here. Vyrx going to find a red chest at the bottom. GPA is going to be able to find a cracked wall right here. We've got a base torch in that red chest, and early mapping's always pretty good. GPA playing a little risky there. Could have been an enemy behind that door. Thankfully, there wasn't. So we got the blood shop. Vyrx actually found some extra bombs. Going to be able to do a safe kill, but GPA did go for the dagger throw and did have a safe throw. So Vyrx could either use the bombs to get a faster kill or just throw the dagger and save the bomb for later. But considering there is a bomb spell in there, I think it's probably worth it to just go ahead and spend an extra bomb and just deal the fight over faster. So we took a bomb spell, a luck ring, and a blood drum out of the shop there. So nothing super good, but definitely worth having. Alright, we've got a transmog on 1-2 immediately. Got a little bit of gold farmed up. We could probably transmog the ring first. Ring is probably the best thing to transmog here. Get off of luck. Look like in GPA probably want to farm up a little more gold. Oh, Vyrx found a gold harp somewhere. Might have been in the shop and I just didn't see it. Alright, let's see these transmogs here. Ring is shielding. Probably want to go for something better. Ring of gold. Wow, both those rings suck. GPA going weapon twice, or went shovel first and got a blood shovel, and then went weapon and got a gold cap, which is definitely better, but not having damage kind of sucks. That being said, this is a really good blood shop to kill because we'll upgrade our weapon and we'll get a blast helm and some boots. So GPA is going to do exactly that. Vyrx seeing that probably wants to go ahead and grab that now. Oh, finding more gold. Gonna do one more ring transmog. Gets Ring of Charisma. Wow. Unfortunately, just awful rings all around. That's just really unfortunate. It's really not Vyrx's fault. And GPA getting the ring conjure on 1-3. Vyrx actually going to go ahead and take the blast helm and the boots just by bombing one of the corners out. Going to leave the trident behind. Probably going to rely on checking on 1-4. See if we can find a better weapon there. Trident's okay. It's not super great, but it's okay. It definitely gets better with courage because you have a lot of control with it. So Racer's just doing a little bit of farming here in Zone 1. Just not really finding most of the stuff not too good, but we've definitely found some good things like this blast helm. Vyrx going for armor, gets chainmail. Very nice find. Early armor is always great to have. GPA doing a little bit of farming there, getting the Lucky Charm and some gold off the Leprechaun. Gonna go ahead and push this crate into the spike wall. Gets an extra bomb. Never bad to have, especially with Blast Helm on deck. Extra bombs with Blast Helm are always very nice. Vyrx getting the same thing. First boss is gonna be Coral Rift. We have a Trident on GPA's side. We can just go for throw and bomb. GPA forgetting he has Blast Helm and used a bunch of extra bombs in the process. Alright, we're probably going to be checking purple on GPI's side. It's going to be Ring of Regen. There we go. That's a good ring that we want, especially with both the Blood Drum and the Blood Shovel. We'll be able to use this health and regenerate it as needed. Vyrx going to go do a little bit of checking here. Not finding anything in the 1-3 shop. GPF also finding a Glass Strength Charm, as we like to call it. Getting the Shield of Strength in 2-1. So up to a nice, good 3 damage. Vyrx also forgetting that they have the Blast Helm. Having to spend an extra bomb there. So, do you check purple for regen, or do you check black here? And it looks like Vyrx is going to go with regen for now. Well, at the time, we didn't have that extra damage, so he would have just been on a 1 damage cat. And I can understand not wanting to be on a 1 damage cat. So both players navigating their way through Zone 2. Vyrx not too far behind, only about a floor behind. GPA go ahead and stepping into the deep blues fight. We have a Trident with enough damage. We can just throw it right here. So no worries there. Vyrx going to go ahead and get their Leprechaun. GPA checking purple right here, getting a War Ring. Gonna go ahead and skip out on that. We have enough damage for now. And even just a 2 damage Trident could probably just get us through safely. So he's gonna go ahead and skip it. Potential food shop. It is the food shop. It's unfortunately the worst one in the game. GPA did remember that he had a Blast Helm and did the Blast Helm kill. So he was able to get the charm, but unfortunately the items blew up. They were the weakest food shop items, so I guess it's not too big a deal. Yeah, I think above is the safe way to do it. From the side, you can get the charm, but everything else blows up. Oh, GPA going down, backing up in the wrong spot, and getting hit twice by the Hellhound with no defense. Down GPA goes. So Vyrx is in a very good position here. Finding a Blood Spear. I think you take that over the gold in this case. A 2 damage Blood Spear, you can at least regen some extra. And that pairs well with the Blood Drum. So Vyrx in a very nice spot here. Both racers forgetting they do have lead boots, so ice sliding is not a thing right now. So GPA is going to probably do a little bit of farming just to get a few items back, but not as much as before. Remembering that the throw was safe. Good, smart use of map and muscle memory. Oh, we've got a shield spell in this this 3-2 shop. And finding a pack and be able to take that chicken with them. Very nice. So Vyrx looking quite safe as a whole. Also found a Strength Charm somewhere, so that's an extra damage. I don't know if that came from a boss shrine, or if that was just something that was in a chest. Oh, it was the Z2 Lock Shop. Ah, very nice. Finding some more chicken there. It's unfortunate we didn't find the food shop on Vyrx's side. Could have used that. But having no problems clearing out everything in Zone 3 here. Just going to dash right into the exit and start King Konga. GPA doing a good job remembering where everything is. Nice throw right there. Definitely faster than doing the bomb. Oh, Vyrx going to lose the Flawless there. Unfortunately forgetting shield until it was a little too late. But we're pretty safe in this Zone 4. We've got lead boots. We've got enough damage and regen. We've got defense. So pretty much everything scary is nullified. And we've got Blast Helm with a ton of bombs on deck. So it should be a pretty safe Zone 4 overall. Very nice use of just backing stuff up. Unfortunately losing the shield right there in the process. But still has that Strength Charm on deck. So 2 damage is okay. Oh, unfortunately, the Leprechaun getting away on GPA's side. Does have the Trident, so going to be able to grab it. But definitely a lot of farming in the early game here. Vyrx still having no fear. This spider in a bad spot. Could have probably just bombed it out, but tanking it's okay. Oh, nice shield at least. keep that ogre off of you for a bit. Just chew the spider, eat it. I don't know, you can't really chew when you've got a helm on. It's a little hard to get the spider in your mouth at that point. Thankfully, Blast Helm doing some nice work right here. Going to be able to shrug off explosions. So we can use those to our advantage. Taking some hits, though. Needs to be a little bit more careful. Nice use of the Blast Helm to keep enemies off. Oh, taking a fire dunk right there. Probably should eat that chicken just in case. Extra food doesn't do you any good if you die before you can eat it. Thankfully was able to get into the exit just fine there. So GP already back on to 2-3, but Vyrx already into the Zone 4 bot. It's going to be Fortissimo. Going to play this a little safe here, get rid of the Blade Master. Pretty safe fight right there, no problem. GPA also getting through that just fine in 2-4. Yeah, the spawn block drop was great. Anything to keep some extra enemies off you is good. So you can just focus on Fortissimo. So not too much to worry about in Zone 5. We're not really worried about going super fast here. And we do have a torch just to be able to see on the other sides of these walls and doors. So Vyrx should have no problem handling stuff in Zone 5 here. GPA doing a pretty good job catching back up, though. Considering how, like, farm heavy the early end of this seed was, GPA is doing pretty good catching back up into, like, 4:30 into 3-3 here. And found a map as well. Ooh, taking some damage on Coles. Thankfully had enough health to tank, but yow. Oh, Vyrx found a dig through right here. Nice use of the shield. I'm liking Vyrx's shield use this seed. Been playing that really well. Ah, Space Shrine. Hey, Carissa. Alright, looking like, I don't know what we're doing here. Looks like we wanted to go Blood Drum. Thankfully, was able to get it back on the rails. Probably should have shielded to be safe, but worked out okay. So into Necrodancer. Got plenty of bombs here with the Blast Helm, and we've got the Blood Jump for an early hit. Cadence is nice and protected here with the Chainmail and plenty of health, and we've got Chicken on deck. Oh, we're going down immediately to the dragon! So much for protection! Oh, that hurts! I'm sorry for cursing it. That was Fireball, panic down, and then move right into a Dragon Stomp. You're welcome, Mora. I think it's because I pointed out all of Tough stuff during that Clarinetta race the other day. The game heard me. Alright, well, GPA's well in the lead at this point, but has no defense, so definitely needs to avoid all the scary hits. Like, does have that regen ring, but with no defense, one big mini-boss attack could kill, so gonna have to be careful here. Vyrx getting set up again. Yeah, like thinking about that death some more. Like Vyrx had the Blast Helm on deck. Could have used bombs after moving like away from the fireball to try and clear it out from the corner, but just was panicking a little bit and ended up stepping left into the stomp, unfortunately. It's a lesson in, even if you have a bunch of great resources, you got to be able to use them on the spot. Alright, GPA having a pretty safe Fortissimo kill right there. Choosing not to check any chests. I think you'd want to at least check for armor. We haven't found any, but Vyrx was able to conjure Chainmail in the 1-3 Conjure. And surprisingly, GPA did not go for that on the run back. Might not have seen it. Like, GPA knew that the Conjure was there, because that's where he got Ring of Shielding. So, I don't know. Was thinking about checking that shop on the left, but it decides not to. Like, I really hope this doesn't come to bite him back. They might not have seen that Vyrx conjured the chainmail. I don't know if they saw that, so I don't know. We've got a cracked wall. GPA choosing to skip out. Could have at least been glass. One hit of protection would have been better than nothing. In fact, it has to be glass because we already saw Transmog earlier. Kind of awkward setup right here. Nice use of the Blast Helm. Alright, GPA is heading down into Dead Ringer right here. Oh, we got Dead Ringer just kind of charging around. Looking a little scared here. Alright, sets up the gong charge. GPA scaring me a bit. Vyrx still doing some farming in Zone 1 right here. Looks like they might have needed to do a reset earlier. But at least has a head start just in case. That's a lot of enemy. GPA goes down! GPA goes down to the Black Skeletons. One of the things Saya did not put on his list. What is this race? It's just reset over and over. This is not my fault this time. 5-5 just claiming victims today. Yes, Priya. The beginning. Somehow it is definitely your fault. Because the game heard you and decided to toss something else at GPA. Alright. Anyways, we're on the run back again. So both racers only a floor apart. Unfortunately, Vyrx choosing a Blood Drum instead of Blast Helm there and down to half a heart. Was able to take all that stuff out of the 1-2 shop again, but looking a little down on health. So it looks like we're going to be playing fast here. GPA going for the throw kill. Gonna go ahead and pick everything else up. Nice kill right there. Leprechaun getting away right there, though. Vyrx could bomb it out. Does have the Blast Helm. And the Bomb Spell. Alright, GPA having enough exact change for this chainmail. Thankfully, gonna be safe this time. Or safer. But we really want this this regen again. Vyrx having no problems. Desperately needed that regen and knew they needed to get that flawless. I'm just going to say that at this point, both racers might consider just throwing the race just for the sake of not throwing away their race average. I'm just going to say that much. This is a possibility. It looks like GPA stepped on a die trap. The die trap being one of the new mechanics of the Synchrony DLC. So whenever you step on it, whatever number is displayed on the trap, that is how many enemies will spawn. And it does not matter which zone they come from. Oh, thank goodness, no. Actually, I might be able to just cast another raise if we're going to have all of these later. I have like a training session of work tonight, but it's like 30 minutes, so it's whatever. Alright, so GPA getting the regen out of 2-1, thankfully. So only about two floors apart. And Vyrx, remember to get that Strength Charm out of 2-3's Lock Shop again. So looking very nice. So into Deep Blues. I forget what purple was here. I think it was the Shield spell. So Vyrx probably going to want that. GPA is not going to be able to get the Strength Charm because we've already killed Freddy. Oh, it was War Ring. Where did Shield come from again? I forgot where Shield came from. Where did Shield come from? Alright, Vyrx finding the food shop. Gonna be able to do the throw kill. Very nice. Gonna be able to just grab these. Gonna go and munch the heart now. Keep that Gluttony Charm. We did find some chicken later, so we could definitely Gluttony off of that. GPA doing a little bit of catching up right here. Was able to push into the 2-3 exit. Gonna be able to just do a throw kill on Deep Blues. So we know we don't want purple. So GPA will either skip or go... Looking like we're probably gonna go red. Going red. Finds an Infernal Torch. Okay. Could find some flame kills maybe. Nothing super great, but can be useful. Finding the chicken. Wait, Were we not at full health there? I didn't see on Vyrx's side. We must not have been at full health because we still got that gluttony charm after eating. Nope. Okay. Well, I must have missed some pretty heavy hits then. That's right. We don't have any armor on Vyrx this time. Vyrx must have not had money for the Conjurer. Oh, there's chicken. Okay, so now we've gluttonied up. Interestingly enough, we've got blue dragons on opposite sides. Oh! Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that Grey Goblins do 3 hearts of damage, which is more than some mini-bosses? Yeah, thankfully we've got the regen. The Goblin almost sneaking up on Vyrx again. Was thankfully able to get out of King Konga but without taking too much damage here. But GPA is catching up, only a floor behind now that he's starting the Konga fight. So Vyrx definitely with the worst weapon with only a gold spear. I think honestly you take the base longsword over the gold spear here. That has some more killing power and you're not really going to be throwing at this point. So both racers briefly on the same floor. Doesn't look like GPA found anything useful. Need gold. Yes, more gold is what we need after we've already seen the Conjurer and the Transmog. And with a dead shop on GPA's side. Yeah, at this point you really just need to push. Both players have a blast helm with a bunch of bombs. Definitely need to be using those. And the bomb spell as well. But we're missing shield this time, so not going to be able to be as aggressive. Nice gold kill. Good on GPA using the blast helm to blow away the Blade Master, get him out of the way. That Wind Gargoyle being very, very picky, trying to just blow Vyrx off, but we've got the lead boots, so don't have to worry about that. That is a lot of enemies in that room. Nice blast helm use right there. Keep the enemies off. Clears out enough stuff to be able to jump into the exit right there for Vyrx. GPA not too far behind though, only a couple rooms behind. Taking some damage though, and we don't have defense, so gotta be careful here. Down to 1 heart. Oh, thankfully that monkey did not send him in a bad spot. Vyrx finishing up Fortissimo, jumping into 5-1. So we're keeping it pretty close here. Hopefully Vyrx remembers where to go in Zone 5, because Vyrx doesn't have a torch this time. So mapping is a little more sketchy. And GPA does not have the map this time, so he's going to have to remember too. Vyrx definitely in a better health situation though, with 7 out of 8 hearts containers filled, and GPA only has those base 3 hearts. So big hits are going to be a bigger problem here. Vyrx staying just a hair ahead right here. Forgetting about the dig through this time though, that's going to allow GPA to catch up. Good scoots into the exit though. I really love that aggressive shove. So into Dead Ringer right here. Oh, taking some hits. Thankfully was able to seal that up, but only going to have 4 hearts with no defense going into Necrodancer. Needs to not have another Dragon Stomp situation again. GPA starting the Dead Ringer fight now. Nice fight there. Alright, needs to get this good. Use the Blast Helm that time to get him out of the way. And thankfully had the Blast Helm to protect against the explosion. Just need to not take big hits here. That's all Vyrx needs. GPA starting the fight right now, but Vyrx is already 4 hits in. Oh, and GPA goes down to the same dragon. That dragon out for blood as Vyrx gets the win and takes game 1. So Vyrx the winner of that race and also unfortunately the loser due to having a much inflated average now. That was definitely one race that we don't need to repeat, hopefully. But definitely made for a good close race at the end. So GG's both racers. Alright, we're just getting set up for race 2. Just want to remind everyone this is week 3 of CoNDOR, with Cadence as our usual main, Suzu as our main, our side event character, and then our other side event being the rotating character. So we've got Clarinet this week. So if y'all want to get in on that, there is still week 4 coming up, and you can sign up for week 4 if you're not already in. I'm not sure who the last week's character is, so if anybody can remind me what next week's rotating character would be, that'd be great. Alright. Oh, it's going to be Arya for week 4. Interesting. Alright, well, we're off on race number 2 here. We got a bad sword in the rat trap, so definitely don't want to take that. Got a cracked wall down on GPA's side. Gonna check it. It is the food shop. It's not a very good one, but could get some stuff. No, GPA is actually just gonna reset off of that. Ironically, the exit was actually around that area. So GPA gonna have to do a little bit of catching up here. I don't know. Maybe 2 full hearts might be worth your bomb. Maybe. Depends on what comes up. But I guess in this kind of situation, yeah, you wouldn't want to risk it. Alright. Finding a torch and an extra bomb on Vyrx's side. Good start right there. And Obsidian Torch, I think, is one of the better torches, providing the least amount of aggro while having a pretty good range. So, looking like we've got the Blood Shop here. We've got a Dire Bat, so we're not going to be able to wrangle anything get into it. Going to go ahead to spend the bomb. It's an okay shop. We could take the hammer. If you're really ballsy, you take the gi as well. But looking like Vyrx is just going to keep just the hammer there. GPA going to go ahead and bomb into the Blood Shop. Let's see what we got in this 1-2 shop. We do have a chainmail in the shop. Going to get just enough gold to be able to buy this chainmail. So looking nice there. GPA does not have the exact amount of gold. So going to have to skip unless we do some kind of kill. Or we can kill out these bats right here. That's enough gold. And with the hammer, it's pretty quick to get them out. Oh, we got a glass cat on 1-3 right here. So the Blood Shop really was only useful for the blood drum. The glass cat being a very good weapon, but you have to be careful not to break it. So Vyrx going to go ahead and get the charm right there. And dropping down to our first boss, it's going to be Death Metal. GPA figuring out what to do. Going to go ahead and get the shield tomes, it looks like. Just going to surprisingly leave the chainmail behind and keep the gi. And unfortunately, probably not seeing that Vyrx has a glass cat. Probably going to be regretting that decision later. Vyrx getting a nice kill, getting an Earth Spell. And we got a Ring of Might right here as well. So going to be able to boost that to a 5 damage cat, which is actually very nice. GPA with an 8 damage cat now, which is definitely a lot of damage and very good, but it's going to break in 1 hit. Well, I mean, he's going to break in 1 hit as well. Vyrx going to go and check what this uncertainty is. Looking like it's a cutlass. Could be a bow. Glass Shrine incoming. Okay, it's a bow. It's a bow of some kind. That's safer, but not good. Yeah, no earth for GPA, unfortunately. So, already caught up, though. There's a Frost Dagger. Probably don't want that on this build. Frost Dagger, definitely the weakest of the special daggers. Has its uses, though, with piercing and such. But GPA is taking the lead with a much less safe build. Finding glass armor, though. Gonna go ahead and swap off to that. Definitely gonna be able to provide 1 hit of protection here. Vyrx went ahead and swapped off to the Frost Dagger. Interesting. Probably wanted to get off the bow, but your weapon's very slow now. Now, there are definitely good dagger builds. Like, one of my, like, 6s was, on Cadence was, like, Jewel Dagger, Heavy Plate, and Courage. That's the kind of thing you get. Oh, GPA finding Heavy Glass in the shop. Gonna go ahead and kill for it. I think that's the best move you can make. Alright, both racers getting down to core rough at the same time, but we've got an Earth Spell on Vyrx's side, so this is going to be very, very fast. GPA playing that a little safe, was able to get the cat set up. Finding an Obsidian Broadsword on Vyrx's side, so definitely better than the dagger as a whole. Still not good, though. If we could find Courage, that would be good. GPA going purple there, getting a bomb spell. Not the strongest thing. Definitely a much more efficient 3-1 for GPA, though, taking the lead there. And does have 3 hits on this heavy glass, so going to be able to play fairly aggressively. Nice job handling Ghost Freddy right there. Yeah, GPA really pushing, trying to get this lead extended. Knowing that we want to pressure Vyrx into like making some mistakes and fall behind more. So GPA going to be the first hit of King Konga here. Do have the Blood Drum, but also have enough bombs where we could Ozuma. So we'll see what GPA tries to do here. Vyrx digging straight into the 3-3 room. Right, yep, GPA going to go ahead and just do a nice, easy Ozuma. Vyrx took some damage there, and getting caught on the coal is going to be down to a heart and a half. Nice shield use on GPA's side just to keep himself safe after the teleport. Finding Quartz Armor, definitely not what you're looking for here. Vyrx going for the Earth Zuma. Respectable to do. We've got about a floor difference for our racers right here as we go into the most difficult zone in the game. That is a big Goblin Bomber. Vyrx finding some chainmail. Definitely. No, it looks like we found the quartz and then swapped back to the chainmail. Never mind. I was wondering what was up with that. I was like, I thought we had chainmail earlier. Good Earth. GPA playing this Glass Cat really well, though. Staying about a floor ahead. Finding a Titanium Cat on Vyrx's side, though. So Vyrx has a 3 damage cat now. Going to be able to really push with this build. Still a little bit sketchy on health, though. So it does have to be wary. GPA the first down to Fortissimo here. Doesn't have any super fast kills. We do have bombs. And we do have the Blood Drum as well. Like, you're not going to be using your health for anything, so. GPA just going to play it safe, keep the health, get a flawless there. Vyrx finding some ham. Very nice. But definitely falling behind a bit here as GPA is really pushing here. GPA does have the Obsidian Torch. So, not going to get too lost here. Pretty bad 5-1 layout. They exit all the way in the corner. Vyrx going to be able to catch up a little bit here. We do have the Earth spell. Nice Earth. So back on the same floor. We'll see if Vyrx can catch up using using the screen watching. And oh, Vyrx actually found a map somewhere. So Vyrx going to be having the advantage here. So if there's a dig through or something, then we've got an advantage for Vyrx. Having a little bit of trouble in this exit room, though. Not very efficient. Kind of getting scattered here and there. Tries to earth the Earth Dragon, but just kind of pushes away. So that's allowing GPA to extend his lead. And GPA did find the dig through right there in 5-3. It can be easy to map, but hey, if you miss a dig through, that sucks. Alright, we've got Deadringer right here. Setting up the Blood Drum plus Gong Charge. No problem. Vyrx trying to get the leg up. Unfortunately, this dragon in a really bad spot. Blue Dragon's being really bad for tunnels. Alright, GPA is looking pretty good here. Still has 2 hits left on his heavy glass armor. So, shouldn't have any huge issues. We could use this shield for an extendo shield as well. But choosing not to do that. Alright, so Vyrx finishing up Deadringer. Getting into the Necrodancer fight, but GPA already 3 hits in. 3 more to go. 4 hits in. And GPA getting the last hit right there. GG's. Gonna take race number 2. Oh no. I think the bot died. I see GPA's .Ds and they are not responding. The first race took so long, we broke the bot. There it goes. Alrighty, there it is. It's funny because it even logged in the correct time. That is a 9:02 in the race room. The bot was on break. We'll say that much. All right, both racers up 1-1. We'll see who can get this last point here. That's a lot of 7s in that seed. Maybe that'll provide all the luck we need with all these, with the 777s. All right, good luck both racers. Let's see who's gonna win race number 3. Remember that Vyrx is a lower tier than GPA right now, so could take advantage of the MMR if they get an extra win here. And we're off. Both racers checking the extra rooms. Not finding anything in the extra rooms here. Gonna be able to dig straight down though. We've got a lock shop here. 50-50 chance of the blood shop or something else. It is the blood shop. GPA bombed in, but Vyrx gonna be able to just have the dragon wrangle it open. GPA did have a safe throw though, so up to Vyrx if they want to do the throw kill or use the bomb and speed it up. Looking like we're going for the throw kill, so just going to save that bomb for later. Alright, so pretty decent shop overall with the gold staff, titanium shovel, and the blood drum. GPA not taking the gold staff, probably wants to use the dagger for some throw kills. Or some blood drum kills like this, but I think honestly the throw kills are not as useful as the gold staff overall. Finding a Shriner on 1-2 though, it's pretty good. GPA deciding what to do here. GPA just gonna go ahead and bop Shrine of Glass. I think yeah, that's all that they could have done. Yeah, GPA had no bomb. Vyrx was able to bomb for everything. So it was able to get the Ring of Regen from the Blood Shrine. Oh, unfortunately, there is darkness here. I think I see what GPA's doing. GPA going to go ahead and reset. Probably going to take that darkness first and then swap off in the arena. Vyrx can't do that now without losing regen. So that's a tough decision to make. Oh, but GPA going down right there. Just misdirected right there on Freddy. Vyrx not going to reset and get that darkness, though. This could be a problem later down the road. Because Vyrx is not going to have the mapping, GPA will. Yeah, Vyrx just pushing here. Definitely is going to need to use this blood drum aggressively just like that if we're not going to go for the darkness. There we go. GPA using that staff there. All right, the Vyrx down, the first one down into deep blues here. We do have the blood drum, so we can just get an easy staff kill. Or not so easy. Everything decided to castle over. But still pretty easy to clean up with staff. GPA doing a little bit of stealing from that shop. Finding some boots, it looks like. Vyrx swapping off to the Obsidian Broadsword in 1-4 there. So a little bit better on the weapon. We've at least got damage. Finding a potential food shop right here. It is the food shop. We're just going to have to take those hearts and just leave. Going to go ahead and take the carrot for some extra mapping too. Alright, GPA with that extra bomb. Going to be able to bomb right here. And taps the Shrine of Glass. I like that play. Going to have the glass staff to be able to clear everything up. Got some slippers and a glass shovel as well. So GPA with a much better mapping. And keeps the Ring of Regen for later. Can't really use it yet. Well, we could use it with the Blood Drum, so we can still use it to Blood Dig and get some nice staff kills as needed. Oh, we've got more Chainmail. We found Chainmail all 3 seeds now. Vyrx not able to afford it, though. Gonna have to skip out on it. So So GPA looking to catch up right here. Vyrx unfortunately just not finding anything really useful in these shops. And can't steal either. No bombs to initiate an aggro. GPA trying to go for another fast staff kill, but backing off. Probably was a bad position. I don't know if that one was safe or not. Alright, GPA getting the flawless, no problem. Checking purple, it looks like. Gonna get some shield tomes. Gonna keep that over the blood drum, it looks like. So, not really getting any use out of this regen other than the initial ring swap. But, catching up a little bit here. I don't know, like, I would say that would be true if you were having both crystal tier racers, but in something a little more mid-range like this, I think that can be enough, especially if the layouts are kind and your opponent's farming. Like, GPA beginning 2-3, Vyrx finishing off Core Rift, gonna get a Berserk spell out of purple here. Could use this for some potential kills. GPA gonna go and take the trapdoor down. Yeah, and Zone 3 is definitely a thing. It's very easy to get lost in Zone 3. That could definitely happen, and GPA can catch up instantly, knowing wherever all the layouts are. That Dove familiar doing some work, keeping the Goblin off of Vyrx right there. GPA gonna go and check for a better weapon. Finds Obsidian Rapier in 2-4, so definitely in a position to overtake now. Also checking the shop, we've got the the transmog here. GPA finding a pickaxe and obsidian armor. Unfortunately, gonna try and transmog again and getting Gi, so not having any armor now. I think if you find something like that's not Gi or leather, I think you take that. Yeah, I don't think trying to go for another armor was a good idea, and thankfully GPA having shield on deck right there, otherwise would have been down. Using the other shield tome immediately too. So, losing the edge right there, unfortunately. Finding some extra bombs, not taking the extra bombs, and dying to an ice slime sliding on ice! GPA, what happened? GPA just looked really confused getting that started again. Alright, well, Vyrx is just going to be pushing on here. No armor, unfortunately, but does have regen, so can play this pretty safe. Vyrx checking for an extra spell, but just finding a charisma ring. Not what we're looking for. Got some spiked ears. If we only had ballet shoes right now, that would be nice. Alright, well, GPA is going to have to get set up again. Vyrx isn't super safe, but does have enough like safety for now. Like, gonna be able to take at least one hit of everything, unless we get stuck on goo. And knowing me, I think I just cursed that. Got this Goblin Bomber right here. Oh, gonna be getting bombed right there. And getting Fire Pig down to half a heart. Oh dear. So Vyrx now in a very scary situation. Needs to get all this stuff out of the way. GPA setting up the Shriner kills again. Gets through with no problem. I can't answer that more. I am obligated to not answer after the last race. Okay, we've got a cat and an extra heart container, so we've got a better weapon. We do have luck, so bats are not going to be a problem at least. And that was like my biggest concern after seeing the health situation here. The Dove doing some zoomies on these enemies here. Getting a lot of stuff teleported. Yeah, rip ears. It's okay. Potential Conjure on the bottom right here. It is the Conjure. Definitely should go for some armor and boots here. So we got Obsidian. Oh, Boots of Pain. Thankfully, Vyrx is smart enough to not take those. I have seen some very painful Boots of Pain takes in the last 24 hours. Shoutouts to Winterbit. Vyrx handling this exit room very well. Was able to step out of the way of that wall pick, thankfully. So up to 2.5 hearts. So looking a little bit better here. GPA pushing already back up to 2-4 at 2 minutes IGT. Not bad. The bat taking away his armor, though. Yeah, that fire pick at the bottom was concerning. Flawless for GPA right there. Not sure what the item in the crate was. It's a bomb. So we're actually up to 3 bombs now, so that's actually good for Vyrx. So into death metal right here. We've got the blood drum. Vyrx having a nice clean blood drum kill. Looking like we're going to go ahead and check purple, see if we can get one more spell. It is the earth. Very nice. Good for keeping enemies off of you. A little awkward with cat, though, depending on how you want to move. GPA did get that Obsidian Rapier again. Back into 3-3. Hopefully not going to have any Ice Slime deaths this time. No, slow playing in this is fine. Like, this is a 2-zone lead. At this point, it's either you finish and win or you die. Thankfully, was avoided getting cursed. Taking a lot of damage in the exit room, though. Does have the regen. But definitely needs to conserve the health. We don't need to see more Deadringer charges. Oh, we've got Heavy Plate right here. I'd say you probably just kill using Earth. Or you could use Berserk to just kill Freddy. Vyrx not going to do that, though. Probably isn't aware that you can Berserk Earth him. Or Berserk kill him. Oh, now is. Probably is listening to me now. So, bye-bye, Freddy. Just run him over. We've got Heavy Plate. The ghost of Frederick shall not appear. GP has been doing a good job catching up, but dying, unfortunately, to the Black Bat, it looks like. It was either Black Bat or Explosion. Oh, it was Goblin. Okay, Goblin Explosion killed. So, it's all on Vyrx right here to kill. Thankfully, had enough health right there. Sets up the gong charges. So, looking pretty safe with the Heavy Plate. Got enough hearts. So, we'll see if I curse it again. Alright, Vyrx starts the early stage dig right there. 1 hit down, 5 to go. Fortunately, Dorian's in a pretty bad spot. Was able to reorient him a little bit. Yeah, setting up lures can be a little bit awkward, especially when you get confused. Smart, gonna go ahead and take care of the dragon. Taking a stomp, but nothing big. We've got Heavy Plate on. And getting the last hit, and Vyrx is gonna take this race and go 2-1 over GPA. GG's. A very exciting race overall. Maybe a little bit more exciting for my throat than I needed. But great job, both racers. And that's going to do it for that race. So there actually is another race coming up. It's going to be, looks like, Kylaria and Marcy. Actually, it looks like Sanga's going to go ahead and take that. So I'm going to idle for just a bit. So we've got Kylaria, Marcy, Sanga's going to go ahead and take that, and then later in about an hour we have Modern Llama and Theotem, both Cadence races.